Manifest the life that you've always dreamed of by using a vision board. Now wait, before you hit skip on this video, please hear me out. Vision boards really do work, but only if it's done the right way. And by that, I mean it is intentional, it aligns with your core values and beliefs, and it really resonates with you. It's not about finding random pretty pictures and sticking them on a board. It needs to really inspire you. It needs to motivate you. It needs to light a fire in your belly. And that's what a vision board is meant to do. And I know I may get shot down for saying this, but I know a lot of people say your vision board needs to be realistic, it needs to be measurable, you have to do it every year. Look, if you want to do a vision board every year, that's great. But the idea of a vision board is meant to inspire you. It's meant to be your guiding light and your North Star. So don't get caught up in, oh, I can't put this on my vision board because I need to have everything figured out first. How am I going to get there? You don't need to know all of that. All you need to do is ask yourself, what is it that I want in life? Who do I want to be in life? And then put it on your vision board. Create a visual around that. I am very inspired by this book by Paulo Coelho. It's called The Alchemist. And in his book, he says, when you want something, the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. And that's exactly what a vision board is. It's putting things down on paper to guide you, and it's putting it into the universe. And I'm very big on manifesting. But before we get started on how to approach creating your vision board and how I approach creating a vision board, please do hit like and subscribe to my channel for more content on how to survive and thrive corporate and your personal life in your 20s. Okay, let's get started. Here's how I approach my vision board. First, I want to tell you that I've approached it very differently. I've taken lessons and learnings from different motivational speakers who have shared how they approach it. I've tweaked it. I've created my own formula, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. Again, I don't create a vision board every single year. I create a vision board once every 3 years. Things take time. That's what I believe. And not everything happens at once. So I like to give the universe time to give me what I want. In saying that though, I just want to add that not everything comes to fruition and in your time. And as you reflect on your vision board, you'll start seeing that your goals change, your vision changes, what you wanted last year has changed this year. So think of it as your continued self-improvement, your continued vision board. It's never finished. It's always a work in progress. Okay, so the first thing I do is I start with my intention. So I look at specific keywords and things, also considering my values, like I said, keywords that really resonate with me. I also ask myself the question of who is the person that I want to become. So I know a lot of people on their vision boards put things like, I want a fancy car, so they have a very nice Ferrari, or a fancy house, a massive house on the cliffs in, I don't know, Cape Town. I'm just saying. But it goes beyond that for me. I do have those things on my list, don't get me wrong, but I also want to showcase the person that I want to become. So that's very important to me. So what I do is I have a journal, and what I did was I asked myself, who do I want to be? And there are some words that came to mind. So it's like faithful, confident, strong, brave. There's a whole laundry list of stuff. But I asked myself that, and then that kind of guides me a little bit more. And then what I do is I consider my different life categories. So that's like spiritual, career, financial, development, health, adventure. I'll leave a list for you that you can use of those categories. And what I do within each category is I have 2 to 3 things that I write down that I really want within each category. And this is then like the strategy of my life, you could say, that kind of guides the vision. Then I move on to Google and Pinterest, the fun part where I go and search for specific words, specific quotes, phrases, images, all that inspire me. I then put them down on a Word document, PowerPoint document, to create a collage of images. What I do want to tell you as like a bonus tip is try to make your vision board as personal as possible. So what I like to do is I go into my camera roll and scroll through and look at different pictures that inspire me as well. So I'll give you an example. Last year, I started exercising a little bit more consistently towards the end of the year. And this, I was very proud of myself. And as we all do, I did a post-workout, I took a post-workout picture. And that's what I decided to use on my vision board this year. And the reason I did it was it reminds me of my discipline and consistency last year. And it also had wonderful benefits in other aspects of my life. So exercise is very, very important. Now going into 2025, I realize that. Another thing is you need to find images and quotes and things that resonate with you. So for example, I like to also put down pictures of my family and my friends. They are pillars of my life. They motivate me, they inspire me. And so I like to add pictures of my family and friends as well onto my vision board, but you can pick whatever, whatever pictures resonate with you the most. Cool. Now that that's done, you're going to go and print out your pictures and then place them on your board or book, however you want to create your vision board. Personally, I used to like to lay out my vision board as like the key priorities at the top and then filter down. Some people can stick your pictures randomly. One of my friends actually starts with God at the center. So he focuses on spirituality and things in the center. And then there's like a ripple effect of everything else that are like the next set of priorities. I really like how he approached it. So that's how I approached my vision board this year. I encourage you, like I said, to make it your own. However you decide to do it, it needs to inspire you and it needs to make sense to you. So not everyone's vision boards will be the same. Now that you are inspired by your vision board, it's time to take action. Like I said, your vision board is meant to be your North Star. What I do every year, though, while I don't create a vision board every year, is I do write down a list of goals that I want to achieve for the year. I used to create a whole laundry list of goals. Exercise 3 times a week, eat healthily. I mean, you know the deal. But by month 1, January, I skipped out on so many of those goals because I was overwhelmed by them. I didn't have enough time in the day or the month to achieve them, and they just felt unrealistic, and by that time I was already demotivated. So what I started doing was approaching it a little bit differently. I'd pick goals, 2 to 3 big goals that I wanted to achieve for the year. In saying that, I also listened to a podcast by Jay Shetty on purpose, where he actually speaks about goal setting, and he talks about growth over goals. And this was so powerful to me because instead of creating all these tick box exercises, I wanted to improve the person I am, grow into the person that I want to be. And that inspired me. So let that guide you as well. He also speaks about these 3 L's: learning, launching, loving, which I actually implemented last year, and it's been a game changer in my life. So the first question is, what is something that you want to learn in the year? What I did last year is I wanted to improve my knowledge in digital marketing. And so I took extra courses, I read more books, I read different articles to keep abreast with digital marketing. What is something that you want to launch? So that is asking yourself, where do you want to spend a lot of your time? Something new, something you're passionate about. I asked myself this question, and I mean, as you know, I started my YouTube channel last year, Surviving and Thriving Corporate in Your 20s, but it was based off a passion that I had, was to share the knowledge I've learned in my 20s to help other young professionals throughout their careers. And then third is, what is something that you love doing? For me, I love to travel. It really lights my soul on fire. And last year, I was really, really blessed to be able to visit 4 different countries in 1 year. So yeah, really, really grateful for that. But ask yourself these questions and let it guide you. What I will do is I will put the link to Jay Shetty's article where he talks about these 3 L's so that you can go and read it. I'd love to hear about how you approach your vision board this year. If you have any tips to share, please do let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then, keep thriving.